Everybody, welcome to this A2 English listening practice video. You can use this video to practice your listening and comprehension as I speak. Remember to sign up for $1 listening practice seminars at polywords.com and download the free listening time podcast so you can practice your listening skills. polywords.com. So today, I'm going to talk about complaining. This might seem like a strange topic, but I think it's very relevant because most people complain about many things in their lives. Specifically, in this video, I want to talk about some of the different things that people complain about often. The first complaint that I'm going to talk about is the weather. Depending on where you live, this may be a common complaint. In the US, when people make small talk, they tend to talk about the weather. They might comment on how nice the weather is that day, or they may talk about how terrible the weather is. It's very easy to connect with another person when complaining about the weather because it's an easy topic to talk about. I think this is a big reason why people like to complain about this topic. It helps you to start conversations. I sometimes complain when it's raining, especially on the weekends. I'm not going outside and enjoying the outdoors, so it's disappointing for me when I can do this. I know I shouldn't complain about things I can't control, but I do this sometimes. Another thing that people love to complain about is traffic. This is one of the worst parts about living in a big city. Nowadays, many people work from home, but if you work in an office, you probably have to commute 5 days a week. The verb to commute means to travel to and from someplace regularly. If you commute to work in the evening and commute back home in the evening, you probably do this during rush hour. This is the time during the day when there are more cars on the road. If you live in a crowded city, you definitely hear people complaining about the traffic during rush hour. I know some people that spend 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening in traffic. It's hard not to complain in this situation. I hate being stuck in traffic, and I definitely complain about this sometimes. And another thing that people complain about is rising prices. It seems like every year life gets more and more expensive. For example, in the past, houses and apartments were much cheaper than they are now. For many young adults, buying a house seems impossible nowadays. I hear people complain about this all the time. It also seems like gas prices keep getting higher and higher. It's funny because Americans complain about this a lot, but actually, gas is much more expensive in other countries. Still, we Americans like to complain about this. Okay, I saved the worst one for last. In my opinion, the thing I complain about the most is the government. Of course, everyone complains about corrupt politicians and terrible presidents. But what annoys me the most is the horrible experience when you use government services. I can tell you how many times I've been disappointed with government services. Just in the last month, I've had at least 3 bad experiences with the government. Unfortunately, this is completely normal. So almost every time I use a government service, there are errors with the website, the workers are rude, and it takes them a long time to do the job. And of course, the quality of their work in institutions is terrible. For example, almost all of the students I talk to me that the government hospitals in the countries are not good. Overall, government don't offer high quality services. I'm sure many of you complain about government services too. Alright, now I'm going to ask you some questions about today's video to see if you've understood. 1. What's the most common topic of small talk? 2. What does the word commute mean? 3. What's one thing that seems to get more expensive all the time? Alright, remember to download So Listening Time Podcast. Go so you can and practice your listening skills. Also, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell, and follow us on Instagram. I'll see you next time.